So I'm having a chat with John Fishell. How are you?
Doing great. You, sir?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So we've just started playing a new single of yours called Daisy Chains. What can you tell us a little bit about the single?
Oh, first of all, thank you. And yeah, it's kind of my tribute to the Cars and T-Rex, but like the Power Station version of the T-Rex song with Robert Palmer.
Hmm.
And yeah, I really enjoyed making it and made it down here in my little studio right here. And again, thank you so much for playing it. I enjoyed. I hope everybody else does too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've played a couple of tracks of yours now this year. Are we now gearing up to a new record and a new release?
Uh, I decided, yes, I decided no one's got time or patience for albums anymore, especially from unknowns.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of just doing it a single at a time right now, and just to make sure I can get behind each single uh for a while. So yeah, I got a bunch more in the tank. We'll see how Daisy Chains does, and we'll figure out which one to release next.
Nice, great stuff. And you get the chance to come and play some of these tracks live when you come over here to the UK at the end of this month. I bet you can't wait to be doing some shows.
Absolutely, I'm pretty nervous about it, but and all my stuff's on its way right actually today. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just talking with people. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, for sure. And once you finish this tour, what's your plan next with doing some live shows and where can people see you? What's the plan?
It's a great question. It is very tough, especially in my area, to secure some gigs. I'm going to do as many as I can. Uh, I think I'm gonna do some acoustic touring over here in the U.S. I'm trying really hard to get on some festivals,
Mhm.
where I'm the 300th artist in a roster of 301. One of those kind of situations. But yeah, that's the focus right now.
Yeah, nice. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the writing side
Sure.
of things. So for you, how do tracks normally start off?
That's a great question. Typically, it's music first, and then I'll work on lyrics. So on this one, on Daisy Chains, I had that bass line that I actually almost completely lifted from a pretty obscure artist. I did change it up a little bit, and I thought, okay, this is reminding me of the Cars. What can I do? And kind of came up with the structure, and then the idea of making it about a sex worker, and then making a larger picture of everybody should just be cool in their own skin. That came after, but I thought it was a nice message, especially for nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. And with once you've got the music sorted, how easy do you find it to add the lyrics to the music you've already created?
I struggle with it for sure. When you're hearing something from me that's finished, it has probably existed in 30, 40 other ways that I've tried to live with and could not live with and had to change it. Um, and my drummer is very familiar with this horrible process that I go through. It's all of it is what's the best word? It is just something like it's a horrible process that I go through, second guessing everything.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah,
so, so not easy for me at all, honestly.
yeah, I'm sure. And how finished are the demos before you go into the studio to record it properly?
Well, you could, yeah. There's probably 15 demos going on at the same time, and my studio is down here in the basement, so I am afforded the luxury of just trying things out, and getting things almost to the finish line, sitting with it a little bit, and then thinking, "Ah, this is terrible. Go back and
Mm.
do it again." I'm famous for just doing things over 20, 30 times.
Yeah, cool. And I'd like to find out, for those who've got a little bit more experience, what made you do this, and what made you start writing and releasing music?
Oh, I don't know what else to do, honestly. Uh, it's not. It's more about, you know, I've made these songs, and maybe I should. It's sort of backwards from that. It's more like, I'm very song oriented. Even though they take me a long time and they're very labored. You know, I just I just think, oh man, like maybe I should take some of these songs to the finish line. I should take some of these songs and see how they do on radio, and see if I can compete with the youngsters. And you know, usually I can't, but some recently some things have popped up, and I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, John, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and I really appreciate the Sound Lab show. You guys have been such nice supporters of what I'm doing and getting them on, playlists and the programming and things, and I can't thank you enough.